My name is Syna Sharma, and I'm studying middle grades language arts and social studies education, and I'm a fourth year at NC State. Throughout college, I've interned with different nonprofits in addition to the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. I interned with the North Carolina-based nonprofit called Open Way Learning, which works with schools to co-design innovative school cultures. And I've also interned with the Teacher Salary Project to advocate for higher teacher pay. And I've also interned at a nonprofit called the Execute Institute that works to rethink the high school experience in America to better prepare students for the skills necessary for the 21st century. When I interned at Open Way Learning, one major responsibility that I had was to support a school in Winston-Salem, North Carolina by creating a data dashboard tool for them. So I looked through different data such as school performance grades, test scores, and teacher working conditions and student surveys based on school climate reports to create a tool that helps leaders analyze how their pedagogical strategies are impacting student and teacher outcomes. And then at the Teacher Salary Project, I spoke with legislators and I wrote op-eds to advocate for higher teacher pay. And at the Execute Institute, I supported marketing efforts to encourage people to host screenings of a film called The First Class, which follows the journey of the first class of students at a project-based learning school in Memphis, Tennessee. And then finally, at the Department of Public Instruction, I created a playbook on the state's Portrait of a Graduate, which is a list of key durable skills such as communication, problem solving, and communication. And I created activities to support teachers and counselors and other stakeholders to kind of actualize these skills within the classroom. Through all of these internship experiences, I really appreciated building a network, especially since I'm planning for life after graduation. I've really been able to rely on the people that I've met through these internship experiences to think about which school I may want to work at after graduating. And these experiences really enhanced my confidence since I worked and created products for real audiences. I was able to see kind of the impact of my work, which really helped boost my confidence. And then I would also say by working to learn different skills like data analysis and marketing, I really improved my communication, problem solving skills as I learned from other people and encountered different problems. When I interned at the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, I really appreciated learning about how education policy is actualized. For example, I went in thinking that the DPI holds all power over education, but it was interesting to see how it has to share power with the General Assembly and with other branches of government. And then with Open Way Learning, it was interesting to see how schools collect data. And I recently took a class called 8311, which is about data and assessment in schools. So it was interesting to see how I learned so much in an authentic context during my internship that was very similar to material that I learned in class. So it kind of reinforced my learning within the classroom. In the future, in addition to teaching, I'm really interested in pursuing a career in education leadership. So being able to intern in different places like a nonprofit versus an advocacy organization or a government organization like the DPI. I was able to learn about how different sectors in education have different power and different opportunities and limitations to impact education. So I think that experience has helped me think about what I may want to pursue in the future and whether I want to work in a nonprofit role or in an advocacy role. I would tell someone to just go for it. I've learned so much working in an authentic context, serving real people and just creating things for people that actually will use it rather than just kind of creating things in the classroom that no one's really going to use. So I think that has brought me so much confidence, and I've gained so many soft skills like communication and problem solving that I would have never been able to if I hadn't pursued those experiences. So I'd really encourage you to just go for it.